Hi everyone and welcome back to Her Voice. Today is October 1st and I would like to say happy Independence Day to all the Nigerians out there, and I wish you all the best. You're the giant of Africa, so I wish you all the best. But have you noticed the propaganda going on right now, especially on X, on TikTok, about your country? Have you seen how Christian nationalists in the West are pushing a propaganda about, I'm trying to coin it very well, they're pushing a propaganda that people are being killed in Nigeria in the name of Muslims, in the name of Islam. I do have a problem with that. First, I'm a Christian and Christians are being killed in Nigeria. I would like that problem to be solved. But let's go down to the bottom of it and see what this is all about. Stay tuned. Welcome back. So, I recently went on X, on TikTok, and I noticed that all of a sudden, every single person is talking about the same thing. Oh, Christians have been killed in Nigeria by Muslims. And I'm like, yes, Christians have been killed in Nigeria, but Christians are not being killed in Nigeria by Muslims. Christians are being killed in Nigeria by terrorists. Terrorists comes in all forms. They have ideologies that are different from each and every other person. So the fact that they are saying Christians are being killed in Nigeria by Muslims, I do have a problem with that. First, I am a Christian and I want that problem solved. But if you want to solve the problem by blaming another religion, I don't support that. Christians are being killed in Nigeria by extremists. Christians are being killed in Nigeria by terrorists. If we can sit here and say Christians are being killed in Nigeria by Muslims, then how do we think the people of the Sahel are feeling? As we all know, they are fighting the large number of terrorism in Africa. They are fighting extremists funded by the West. If you think I'm lying, you can listen to these two videos of Hillary Clinton actually saying that they funded some of them. And then recently, if you remember when the US stopped giving aid to Africa, they discovered that some of the aid that was given to Africa was funding terrorism, was funding Boko Haram. Listen to these videos and then let's come back to this.
To be fair, we had helped to create the problem we're now fighting. How? Because when the Soviet Union invaded Afghanistan, we had this brilliant idea that we were going to come to Pakistan and create a force of mujahideen, equip them with Stinger missiles and everything else to go after the Soviets inside Afghanistan. And we were successful. The Soviets left Afghanistan, and then we said, great, goodbye, leaving these trained people who were fanatical in Afghanistan and Pakistan, leaving them well armed, creating a mess, frankly, that at the time we didn't really recognize. We were just so happy to see the Soviet Union fall, and we thought, okay, fine, we're okay now. Everything's going to be so much better. Now you look back, the people we're fighting today, we were supporting in the fight against the Soviets.
Well, if there was some sort of sense of a win for us,
We were sending $40 million a week to the Taliban. Yes, sir. Can you name other instances of foreign aid going to terrorist organizations? We have assisted Al-Shabaab in Somalia. There's been instances of the Khamsi network in Sudan, Hamas, Islamic Jihad, Hezbollah, Taliban, Hezbollah, Hayat Tahrir al-Shams in Syria. Dozens of terror organizations have received indirect assistance from
Taliban's presence on the platform in the lead up to the overthrow of the Afghan government. Twitter placed ads from U.S. companies including Amazon, Disney, McDonald's. Did Twitter make money off placed ads on Taliban Twitter accounts on August 26, 2021, when 13 U.S. men and women died in a suicide bombing?
I have no knowledge of this matter.
You don't have any knowledge about whether or not these ads were up.
I do not.
Mr. Roth, why wasn't Twitter more effective at curtailing the clear-cut content violations by Taliban Twitter accounts?
At the time that you referenced, I wasn't responsible for Twitter's work on
Do
counterterrorism.
you have any idea why Twitter would allow clear-cut violations by an insurgent group? And by the way, they carried out multiple suicide attacks during the time frame they were sending out these tweets, killing dozens and injuring hundreds.
It's my understanding that Twitter's policies at the time distinguished between some of the more violent portions of the Taliban and some of the more political portions of it.
You
I'm not
still have
rendering
that
judgment
stuff.
on
That stuff's still up on Twitter. On June 3rd, 2018, the Iranian Ayatollah.
You can see for yourself. I'm not the one saying it. Terrorism is being funded by America. Their leaders are saying it I am not saying it. This was in January. They say they are funding it. And today someone says Boko Haram is killing Christians. And you have the guts to say Muslims are killing, or Islam is killing people. It means you actually are not listening to what people are saying, or you're just looking for a way to bring down that nation. Christians are being killed in the north. Many Christians are being killed in the north. I guess if you go to the north too, Muslims who don't support those terrorist groups are also being killed. I guess if you go to the north too, Fulanis who don't support the terrorist groups are being killed. As long as you don't support their ideology, they don't care what religion you serve, they are going to kill you. But now, what makes headlines actually what people choose to see. If you go to the church and you shoot down people, then people are going to listen and talk about it. And let me come again with another point. Christians are being killed everywhere, and some of those Christians are being killed by Christians. Recently in the US, someone who did not like a certain church went there, burnt the church. You can see it. This person is not a Muslim. This person is nothing. But you don't hear the West talking about that. Yet they went to Nigeria and they take terrorism that Nigeria is trying to fight, and they make it in the form of a religion propaganda. This was started by a late night show person talking about Christians are being killed and we don't hear about it. Yeah, Christians are being killed in Nigeria. The Timber girls, is it today? Everybody bring back our girls, bring back our girls. After that, they stopped. Why did they stop? Did they bring back our girls? I think recently the girls were brought back. Did we have any Western person help us bring back those girls? Nigeria did it on its own. However, they did it on their own. There was no foreign meddling in it. They worked efficiently and they got the job done. Now, a church was burned down and Christians were being killed. Now you hear them because they have a problem with people going out there and say free Palestine. People going out there for the fight of Gaza, which has nothing to do with, like, you look at the fight in Gaza, what people are talking about, it's just free Palestine, free Gaza, free this. You don't hear them talk about free Muslims in Gaza. No, free Gaza. Even in Gaza, there are Christians and Muslims being killed together. We don't hear that. But when they come to Africa, when they come to Nigeria, they say Christians are being killed by Muslims. Are you people serious? And I say some Nigerians are, oh yeah, thank God. No, they are looking for the way to enter your country and destabilize your country. In case you don't know, this destabilization goes on two fronts. They provoke the right, they provoke the left. They provoke the Christians, they provoke the Muslims. So that you people fight each other and then they come in peacefully with their military and they take out everything found under your soil. It's either you're wise or you're not wise. Those are two things. You're either wise or you are not wise. Why would you think people that have come out to say they are funding terrorist groups? Why are we not calling them accountable for it? If they stop funding these terrorist groups, there will be no terror in Africa. Where would these poor Fulanese people take AK-47s or whatever that are bigger and more expensive than their own lives? Since we have reduced the value of humanity to dollars, why is someone that has not eaten for 2-3 days holding a weapon that is more expensive than him? Where did he get the money from? Who is he protecting not to enter that region? Why are we not thinking, please? What is going on here? All of a sudden, the West is interested about the killings in Nigeria and you people are clapping. When did this killing start? Is it today? It's not today. Why is the West suddenly interested in the killings in Nigeria? Oh, excuse me. Why are they not interested in the killing of Christians in Congo? Why are they not interested in the killing of Muslims in Sudan? But they are interested in Nigeria. They are putting it out there. In 2 days, all the big people in Western media are talking about killing in Nigeria. You've never heard them talk about Christians being killed in Congo? Christians have been killed in Congo since the creation of that country. No, we don't hear them talking about it because they have wrapped that one under their finger or in the name of Zeus. And they are massacring children in Congo. And because they are unable to get you in Nigeria, they put you in alloc heads. They are playing tricks on you, saying that Muslims are killing Christians in northern part of Nigeria. No, terrorists are killing Christians in Nigeria. Same as they can be a Christian group, whatever they call in this their countries called a Christian nationalists. Those are Christian terrorists that are going out and using propaganda for you guys to fight a war that you guys don't even know the genesis of the war. And you guys are falling for it. Do you want military in your country? Do you want the military of the West in your country? Oh, look at Sudan. Please look at Sudan. Sudan separated, the North and the South separated, all because of what? Religious ideologies. Are you guys kidding me? Have we lived with Christians and Muslims together in the same country? Don't you have neighbors that are Muslim, neighbors that are Christians? You all live in the same country. You guys are neighbors. Do they hate you? Because a certain group of religious ideologies that the Muslim world have never claimed. The Islam world, they have never claimed them. In as much as the West has put it down on their throat, no, the Muslim world have never claimed them. And they start talking to you about Muslims. Please, has any Muslim country claimed Boko Haram? No. Who are those funding Boko Haram in Nigeria? Let's start asking the initial question. Why is someone who has not eaten for 5 days holding a weapon that is more expensive than his life? Where did he get the money from? Who bought the weapon into Africa? Africa does not create weapons. Who is selling those weapons? Why is it that the weapons are not coming through the front door? They're coming through the back door. Why do we see planes coming and dropping weapons in Africa and disappearing? And then you sit and say Muslims are killing Christians. We better identify our enemy and know who our enemy is. If not, there is no growth in this continent. If not, there is no growth. They are planning on separating Nigeria. They want to separate you guys from the Muslim and the Christians. They want to break your country together. And you are basically falling for it. I see Christians going, oh, thank you. What are you thanking them for? When did they ever care about you that they want to start caring about you today? Have you asked yourself the initial question? When did they start caring about you? Have you seen when they talk about Christianity in Africa? Yeah, we are fools to believe the God of the man that enslaved us. So we discovered that the God we actually are serving looks like us. The picture they show you of the Christ today, Jesus Christ, is not the same. He's not a white man. He's not a European man. No religion has ever been created in the Western world. Islam, Christianity, Buddhism, all have been created by people who value human life. If you want to look at sex cults, yes, they have been created by the Western world. I don't understand this. I don't understand how Nigerians are easily falling for this. Do you want boots on the ground? Hey, if you want boots on the ground, please hurry up. Look for boots on the ground. But they are looking for every single way to get to you, to get to the Sahel. Because the creation of the Sahel is the beginning of the creation of an African United States. They would have never believed that 3 countries will come under one umbrella. 3 African countries will come under one umbrella and be sending out united messages. They could never believe. Once that is successful, once that has been implemented for 5, 10 years, and the rest of Africa sees that, oh yeah, we can unite our economy and govern ourselves differently, then there is no need for us having separate currencies. That is how we grow. And now they're bringing Christianity. Who is paying for Boko Haram, please? You heard them saying they are paying for Boko Haram. Why don't you go and stand on the way in front of the embassy and tell them that stop funding Boko Haram? No, I do not see you people say stop funding Boko Haram. Now your voices are loud. These terrorists that have never been to school, they don't even know the value of life. All they know is someone has promised them money and has given them a gun and told them that women don't submit if that is not this and that is not that. And they fall for it. Instead of you looking for who is pushing the agenda. The problem is whoever is funding them. Wise up. In this day of your independence, please, wise up. Africa right now is the highest continent of people who don't look at their government to provide them anything. Africans, the youths, don't look up to the government to give them their daily bread. No, they go into the streets and look for their daily bread. And that's something that the Western world is finding so difficult to understand. And that is how our capital, our money is going to grow. That's how we are going to elevate ourselves. Now, because you go and kneel down in front of a church and someone is bowing down in front of a mosque, they put you two against each other. And you are talking. You are making noise all over the internet. Christians are being killed by Muslims. No, Christians are being killed by terrorists. We have to know who is funding these terrorists, so we stop this nonsense in Africa. Who is funding them? And I would like to say this. I believe this is how maybe we will stop these terrorists. Maybe if I need some rich person who is so good in defense to come up and say, okay, I know there are people in Congo, child soldiers that they grew up their whole life. They know just the weapon. Someone needs to take those group of people and put them in the military so that Africa should have a strong military. That skill that those children are doing, that's military skills that we are wasting around. Someone needs to go to a desert region, build a big complex or military facility there. Tell all the governments that I want you to give me all those child soldiers, the M13s, the Boko Harams, the ISIS in Sudan. So they need to gather all of them and give them strict military training, because that is going to be our military. Don't you see that? That is the military. Oh, in case you think, no, it has happened. Go and Google the 3 terrorist groups that make up the military of the country that is committing a genocide right now. Christians are being killed in Nigeria by terrorists, not by Muslims. Don't get up tomorrow and you shame your Muslim brother. He's not killing you. Muslim and Christianity are religions of peace. Go and read the Quran. There's nothing about killing virgins or whatever. That thing was made up because the West wanted to get into the Middle East. Let's be wise. We have to be wise. If not, Nigeria is the giant of Africa. If you fall, Nigeria is not supposed to fall. I pray Nigeria doesn't fall. And now, the Sahel leaders are pointing fingers at some people funding terrorism. Do you see the 2 sides of those stories? Some people have known that the problem is not in who is holding the gun. The problem is who has given that person a gun. Because if you look at who is holding the gun, the who cannot even afford it. The who cannot even express themselves fully. But who has given that person a gun? It's like you give a gun to a madman in the streets and then we start blaming the madman for killing people. No, who gave the madman a gun? My dear Nigerians, be wise. Be wise. Anyway, happy Independence Day, and I wish you all the best. I pray Nigeria doesn't fall. Do not let boots on the ground in your country. It starts like this and then it expands. You don't even know how you got there. You just notice that you hate someone because they bend their head to pray while you kneel down to pray. At the end of the day, it's to the same God. Jesus spoke in Aramaic. I don't know the language, but if you go to the language and you say, how did Jesus call God? You will see that Jesus called God Allah, because in the language prayed to, the language he spoke, that is the name of the Lord. Do with it whatever you want. As usual, thank you for watching Her Voice. You have a great day.